Welcome to Ask Alex Anything, the video blog where you can ask me, Alex, anything you want to about religion. In this installment of my series on Rob Bell's new book, Love Wins, we examine why Martin Bashir brings up an early theologian named Origen during Rob Bell's interview on MSNBC. Take a look at this clip.
So why do you choose, for example, to accept and promote the works of the early writer Origen, and not, for example, Arius, who took a view of Jesus' deity as in being not God? Why do you select one and not select the other?
Because first and foremost, I'm a pastor. And so I deal with real people in a real world asking and wrestling with these issues of faith. And what I have discovered over and over again is there are people who have questions and hunches and have sort of, I'm really struggling with this. And when you can simply give them the gift of, by the way, within the Christian tradition, there are scholars and theologians and there are other people who have had the same questions. They have had the same theories.
But you've just indicated, though, one of the problems with this book, which is, in a sense, you're creating a Christian message that's warm, kind and popular for contemporary culture, but it's frankly, according to this critic, unbiblical and historically unreliable.
Origen was a prolific Christian writer who lived from 185 to 254 AD. Origen wrote a commentary on every book of the Bible and had a very intricate understanding of God. What's interesting about Origen is that even though he made enormous contributions to Christianity, his teachings were eventually deemed to be heretical 400 years after his death. The reasons for this are somewhat complex, but suffice it to say, he didn't adhere to a completely traditional understanding of the Christian faith. Rob Bell mentions Origen's name once in passing, saying Origen confirmed the belief that God desires reconciliation with all people. Many scholars say that Origen is the first Christian universalist. A universalist is a person who believes all people will be saved. Now, Martin Bashir is obviously not a biblical scholar, and he's using another person's review of the book to back Rob into a corner, implying that, like Origen, Rob's book is heretical. However, this implication is misplaced. Origen was not deemed a heretic because of his belief in universal salvation. In fact, there are many before him who held those same universalistic tendencies. Clement of Alexandria, and even the Apostle Paul from Romans 11, to name a couple. Origen just took those tendencies a step further and believed that God would stop at nothing until the entire creation had been redeemed, even going so far as to say that God would redeem Satan. The reason why the book reviewer brings up Origen is because universal salvation contradicts the commonly held goal of Christianity we discussed in the first part of this series. If everyone is saved, then the goal of saving the soul from hell is undermined and unnecessary. In the next installment of this series, we'll discuss how Jesus fits into a model of salvation where saving the soul from hell is not the primary goal of the Christian faith. If you're feeling ambitious and would like to learn more about Origen, I've included in this post a paper I wrote about him from my days in seminary. Good luck. Stay tuned for more answers, and as usual, keep sending in your questions to Ask Alex Anything, or come visit us at pinestreet.org. Until next time, bye-bye.